What's up everybody, Zachary5149 here for another video guide. I would go into why I haven't uploaded in like 2 months, but to make it a long story short, I've been busy. But you're not here to listen to me ramble, you're here to listen to me ramble about the new game that I am completely obsessed with. AKA Darktide. We're not here to talk about maps, or classes, or lore, or the countless other areas of things I wish the game could have done differently that could have enhanced my experience just all that much more. No. Today, we're talking about the crafting system. A pretty different system compared to how you did it back in the hollowed horrors of autumn 2022. So let's get started, shall we? I suppose a reasonable place to start with this guide is how you actually manifest weapons in the first place. There are 4 unique ways to do exactly that. Completing missions, buying them with different currency, or upgrading them with yet another unique currency. Or rather, currencies, I guess, I don't know. The last 3 methods all being available in the hub of the Morningstar, all of which also require you to reach a certain level before being able to shop there. Let's start off with this guy. This fine gentleman can sell you the first 3 tiers of weapons all the way up to a very low rating of 400, max 500, in exchange for some of your Oreo dockets. But wait, I hear you shout, rating? Tiers? What are you talking about? I am so glad you asked. So in Darktide, similar to Vermintide, there are 5 tiers of items. In order, it goes Profane, Redeemed, Anointed, Exalted, and then Transcendent. With each rising tier brings you a new perk, shown here, or a new blessing, shown here. Each perk and blessing consumes some of the rating your weapon has, with the remaining rating going to your modifier stats. Starting at Profane and going all the way to Transcendent, it goes perk and blessing, 2 perks and a blessing, and then 2 perks and 2 blessings. And as I already said, the first shop you have access to sells you all the way up to anointed weapons with a rating of a very low 400, or some curios with a low power of 100. You also have the option of salvaging weapons to spare some Ordo dockets if you so choose. The second shop you have access to requires you to be at level 11, at which point you have access to weekly challenges, along with a special currency upon completing said challenges, along with a bonus if you finish all 5. You can replace up to 3 challenges before being locked for the entire week, so pick and choose your battles carefully. I'd steer well clear of the 25 quick play missions challenge that on a good day would take you 9 hours to finish, and on a bad day would take you over 12. But frankly, that is still nothing compared to any map-specific challenges, since it requires you to play on a map that isn't always available, on a difficulty you have no control over, along with a secondary objective that doesn't always appear on the map you're trying to play on. Oh, and did I mention you have to do 100% of the secondary objective in order to get credit? If you miss a Grim or script, that run will essentially have done nothing for you. Sometimes it might even take a few hours just for the map with the objective to appear at all. So trust me when I tell you, always replace map-specific challenges. Oh, and if you like to gamble, feel free to visit Mystery Acquisitions. Anyways, after the second shop comes the third one that allows you to upgrade from tier to tier and eventually personalize your weapons a lot more. I'm not seeing any perk refinement options yet, which is concerning to me a bit. It looks like it's just blessings, and don't get me wrong, blessings are really important, but so are perks. The 2 materials you need are found throughout the maps you play on, and correct me if I'm wrong, will still come with you if you lose a mission. The upgrade option takes all of the rating you gain and throws it right back into your perks and blessings. And since blessings are way more expensive than perks, whenever you upgrade to a blessing tier, such as Anointed or Transcendent, the game provides you with extra rating due to the cost and a lower rating when it's just perks. So it's not actually everything between 10 to 25 or 25 to 55. It's just 25, maybe 45 or 55, I don't know. The biggest takeaway from all this is that the amount of rating that goes into your modifiers does not change. And just for the fun of it, if your weapon is a perfect 500, your modifier ratings added together can be theoretically as low as 350 or as high as 420. Let that sink in for a sec. So let me frame it to you this way. Let's say, for example, you buy a profane weapon with a rating of 341. Given that you can eventually modify the blessings, which have different rating consumptions, you can refine your weapon to have a final rating as high as 491, since 150 rating is the most that you can use for your perks and blessings. So if you see a weapon with a modifier close to 350, buy that immediately. In addition to perk slash blessing potency, I guess? The levels of potency go in increments of 5. Why is this relevant, you ask? Well, how about this? Let's play a game, shall we? I want you to go into your inventory and hover over your starting range and melee weapon. Take note specifically of their modifier ratings. If the last number is either a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9, it is impossible to ever achieve level 500 with that weapon. At least as it is currently. And I take it now you kind of understand why the crafting system is taking a while to release, no? I mean, what am I gonna do if my modifiers go beyond 350? Because then it'll actually block off the ability to max out blessings or perks. Oh, and one more wonderfully complicated topic turns out to be the blessings themselves, which, who could have guessed, also have different variants that give different durations or attack power that just so happens to be directly correlated to the blessing's rating. Each individual blessing has the potential to be a perfect 50. If the weapon's blessing is half that of what it could be at its best, the rating will be at 25. Makes sense? Hope so, because that took literal hours to figure out. And you guessed it, it goes the same way for perks as well. And yeah, that's the Darktide crafting system in a nutshell. I bet I missed something, so feel free to check the pinned comment if I missed anything. I really hope they add a perk refining system for the third shop, because it'd kinda be dumb otherwise. But hey, only time can tell, and this video is now over. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Later, peoples.